Welcome one, welcome all to another edition and another season of Beat the Bookie. Here to make you the most money possible, I'm Ben Spector. And look, I know it's a new face you're seeing on here, but I'm at this desk to get your money up and not your funny up. Before I tell you where you can make the big bucks this weekend, let's reminisce of the failures of last spring. Look, utter failure doesn't even begin to describe their performance from 6 months ago. $136 lost. I love those hosts, truly. What I don't love is their bets. There are two futures out there still, but I'm here to kick off a fall of winning. And as they say, yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, and today is a gift. That's why it's called the present. Shout out Master Oogway for that one. Trust me, it'll be like Christmas morning for you if you tail my bets, so let's get right into it with the big games of the week. We start in Tuscaloosa, number 11 Texas, number 4 Alabama. Sure, Longhorns quarterback Quinn Ewers showed off his talent in last year's one-point contest, but this is a different Bama side. Ewers struggled with his deep ball last week against Rice, and Jalen Milroe showed why he is a legit signal caller for the Tide. Did you see that 50-yard bomb to Isaiah Bond in week 1? The offense is for real. I trust the other side of the ball too for Bama that had the 9th best scoring defense in the country a year ago. Look, if the Longhorns win, they are all the way back. Until then though, I'm putting 10 horns down on Bama -7 every day of the week and twice on Sunday. We stay in the southeast region of the United States. Number 20 Ole Miss enjoy some Bourbon Street before it matches up with number 24 Tulane. And look, don't roll over the wave, folks. Tulane is coming off of an AAC championship and a Cotton Bowl win. Plus, it completely dominated South Alabama in week 1 behind quarterback Michael Pratt's 300 total yards and 4 touchdowns. The Rebels boast a legit connection on offense with quarterback Jackson Dart and receiver Trey Harris, but in a sold-out Yeoman Stadium, one that was jam-packed for the Waves' dominant Week 1 win. I'd consider it one of the most dangerous places to play in the country. It's not the most dangerous, though. Shout out Ryan Field at 11 a.m. Central Time. But anyways, expect this to be a shootout, one-score game. I'm riding the wave, although swimming is difficult for some. 10 beignets on Tulane to cover, +7.5. For our third and final big game, we go to Raleigh. Number 10 Notre Dame takes on NC State, and let me just say this. Here come the Irish of Notre Dame. Insert, I'm shipping up to Boston right there. Look, let's just get some numbers out of the way right now. ND has won 28 straight games in the regular season against the ACC, is 9-3 against the spread on the road since 2020, and have only given up 6 points. Yeah, 6 points in 2 games. The offense has multiple threats through 2 games. Quarterback Sam Hartman is carving up defenses left and right, and Audric Estime has been a bully in the run game for sure. NC State has one of the best defenses in the country, and it certainly did a year ago, but have you seen this Notre Dame offense? It's high-flying, can beat this Wolfpack defense in a plethora of ways. It's going to be a party. I'm putting 10 balloons on the Irish to win by 2 scores. Now, let's see how my picks go up against the C-Suite. This is a semester-long running total regarding the big games, and last spring the hosts beat the producers by 1 contest, but turn the page, and it's a brand new year. I bat leadoff. Let's see how my bets stack up with the people behind the scenes. We agree on Bama. We agree on Notre Dame. We disagree on Ole Miss versus Tulane. Personally, I think that's a bad pick. I love beignets. They don't. It's pretty evident. Tulane, I think, will cover +7.5. All right, let's get into some other picks that will put us even more in the green. And how can I not go to one of the biggest stories in college sports? Deion Sanders and number 22 Colorado host Big Ten foe Nebraska for a noon kickoff. And look, I've seen enough. I'm a believer in the Buffaloes. Shadur Sanders and Travis Hunter make a great turbo team and can lead Colorado to a win over a Cornhuskers side that, get this, is 2-14 in one-score games since 2021. I'm putting 10 burgers on prime time -2.5. Let's head to one of the biggest rivalries in college sports now. The Hawkeye State. Iowa and Iowa State go to battle for the Cy-Hawk Trophy this weekend. In 3 of the last 4 matchups, the under has hit, but none of those contests had Michigan transfer Cade McNamara in them. The quarterback for the Hawkeyes will be responsible for 2/3 of the 37 points required to hit the over. I guarantee it. Plus, the Cyclones posted 30 points last week. Life's too short, so put 10 beans on the over of 36.5 to hit. Now, this is my lock of the week. Number 13 Oregon travels to Lubbock, Texas to go up against Texas Tech. I can sing the praises of the Mighty Ducks all day long, But get this, the Red Raiders lost to Wyoming last week in double overtime. This line, just 6.5? Are you kidding me? Bo Nix will quack against Texas Tech all day long with receivers Troy Franklin and Gary Bryant Jr. on opposite sides. Oh, and by the way, Oregon, 729 total yards of offense in week 1. Yeah, so I'm putting 15 Ducks on Oregon minus 6.5. I just gave my lock of the week there. Here is my dog of week 2. Texas State travels to UTSA, and while it's a blowout for the Roadrunners in their home opener, that feels appropriate because their fans will be feeling quite blue after this contest. The Bobcats received 2 AP votes after a week 1 victory, and former LSU and Auburn quarterback TJ Finley is the right man to do something that has never happened before: lead Texas State to a win over UTSA. The Roadrunners started 2023 with a loss to Houston in their first season in the AAC. Expect UTSA to open 0-2. I got the Bobcats winning this one. 15 bucks on Texas State moneyline plus 390. The value is simply too good. So those were some individual game picks. Here's my parlay for week 2. 10 doubloons on those 3 legs. I got James Madison moneyline over Virginia. The Cavaliers got trounced by Tennessee, and JMU has fared well in its brief stint in Division I. I then have Wisconsin moneyline over Washington State on the road. You gotta believe in Luke Fickell. You just have to, the former Cincinnati coach. I'm also a believer in the Big Ten. And for the third and final leg, I have Kansas moneyline over Illinois. I know I just said I believe in the Big Ten, but let me just say this. The Illini had the least convincing win I've ever seen to open up a season, so yeah. I got the Jayhawks in this one. $10 on these 3 bets to win 23 bucks. I mean, where do I sign? Where do I put my blood on the paper? But for my future bet now, I believe in the Wolverines. And week 1 was all I needed to see. J.J. McCarthy on offense, the quarterback, has experienced weapons in Blake Corum and Roman Wilson. Lots of veterans on both sides of the ball, and Ohio State isn't a threat. 2 quarterback systems simply don't work in college football, not even in the early 2010s with Trevor Siemian and Kane Coulter at Northwestern. Michigan will steal Ohio State's decals for another year. Give me 10 George Washingtons on the Wolverines winning the Big Ten Conference. To recap my picks from today, Alabama -7 versus number 11 Texas. Texas simply is not back. This is the one that you should absolutely tell you should be swimming for this all day long. Tulane, the number 24 team in the country, plus 7.5 points to cover against Ole Miss. Notre Dame to win by 2 scores against NC State. Colorado to win by more than 2.5 against Nebraska. I got the over in Iowa State versus Iowa. I believe in the offense. 15 bucks on Oregon minus 6.5 against Texas. That line is just too good to pass up. The upset of the week. Texas State will take down UTSA plus 390. Like I had alluded to, the value is just too good to pass up on. Here's the big parlay. 10 bucks to win 23. James Madison over Virginia, Wisconsin over Washington State, and Kansas over Illinois. And for my future, I got the Wolverines winning the Big Ten Conference. So those are my bets for week 2 of the 2023 college football season. Make sure you tail each and every one and join my Dangerous Knights crew at Yeoman Stadium. From our producers Ethan Frank and Jordan Leonard, I'm Ben Spector saying kick back, relax, and make some money with the leadoff hitter.